So, we are back again. Hello, Thomas.
Hello. It's like it hasn't been any time at all.
It's almost like, yes, almost like that, yes. Mostly because we just got done playing Battlefront 1,
Yes.
2015. Playing through the Fighter Squadron mode, the much-loved Fighter Squadron mode.
You can't tell, viewers, but I'm pulling a face.
And how. And we also played a little bit of Walker Assault as well. Some of the better maps there, just for nostalgia's sake. But
Some of the decent maps.
Some of the decent maps.
No, the only decent maps.
Yes, the only decent maps. Yes, yeah. But I thought we should just try out Star Wars mode. So it's quite topical today because we're back on Battlefront 2. We've got some new content to try out, Thomas.
Yeah.
So we've got some.
Not so new anymore because we've been putting this off for a couple of weeks.
Well, there's been a lot of good movies coming out. That's the problem, and we've had apparently a lot of money to throw away. And
Some of us have.
Some of us have, yes. But I've been forcing us to take it in turns. Because like the tab says down there, that's what best friends forever are supposed to do. So
yeah, we saw Infinity, to date this horribly.
Yep.
We saw Infinity War, we saw Deadpool 2, and we saw Solo.
We saw Infinity War twice, just because it's Infinity War. Anyone who's seen it will probably know why.
I saw it 3 times.
You saw it 3 times. Well, there we go.
The first time I saw it was in IMAX.
Oh well, see, there we go.
IMAX
now
3D.
Well, now I'm just feeling hurt, Thomas. You have to take me there now. Don't you?
You said you didn't like. I didn't pay for it.
oh, I see. Oh, that makes it.
But you were the one who said, you don't want any gimmicks.
Well, no, but there's a difference between 3D and a massive screen like that, there.
Well, we would have had to go either to Blue Water or Chichester.
Oh, well, that's far too much effort, obviously.
And you can't drive, and I don't have a car.
That's right. Yeah. That's going the whole hog for your friend, your best friends, everyone.
I should buy a car?
You should, yes, just for me. But we've got some new stuff to do in Battlefront 2 today. We've got Star Wars mode.
Hey.
So if you remember at the end of our very first playthrough of the arcade maps in this game, you were hoping but not expecting a Starfighter mode.
Yeah.
So we've got that today. And after the impression that Fighter Squadron for Battlefront 1 has made, I can assure you this one will make an even bigger one, much better one.
A better impression, I hope.
Yes. So before we got into that, I did want to ask Tom some of his feedback. For those of you who didn't want to watch our videos of him playing Fighter Squadron, how did it feel for you? What were the mechanics and the gameplay like?
There was one thing I liked.
One thing you liked?
One thing I liked, which was the ability to control with your left analog stick the balance of power between your weapons and your engines.
Oh, okay.
So you could basically adjust how much power you wanted to go to the engines, made you faster, or how much, and whatever was left.
Yes.
Would go to the weapons.
So it was a strategic trade-off, wasn't it, that fit the situation?
Yes. Yeah. If you just respawned and you were a long way from fighting, you could up your speed.
Yeah.
If you were following a very, very slow ship, like the Falcon or a transport, you could up your damage.
Yeah.
And if you were being chased and you wanted a really tight turning radius, you could reduce your speed.
Yeah.
Before shooting it all the way up again.
Okay. Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I like that it gave you a bit of control, and you did have a lot of control over the ship. Ship was very manoeuvrable.
Okay.
You could do barrel rolls quite easily.
Yeah.
For how much damage your weapons do, they overheat far too quickly.
Yes.
Far too quickly.
Yeah.
And it's very unclear when or even if your missiles lock.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you were watching, and I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell. No, I couldn't tell either.
I just pressed the button and hoped, basically.
Yeah, I can't even recall seeing any missiles be fired, honestly.
I did it about once every life.
Did you? Yeah.
It's not noticeable.
Yeah, there wasn't really much visual feedback overall, I think.
No.
Which is another problem.
The ships were too, small.
Yes. Yes.
You had to do quite a lot of damage for how powerful your weapons were, like I said.
I mean, there wasn't even like a reticle flash, was there, when you hit an enemy?
No.
And that's basic stuff. Like, you would have had that in Battlefront 2005. I'm sure you did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you could cycle through targets.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm entirely willing to believe that I just didn't know what button it was to cycle or lock, but I was pressing most of the buttons and none of them did it.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, I'm not sure there were any buttons left. I pressed square and circle, and every other button was more or less accounted for.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so...
The major problem, though, was that the targeting, the steering, was just slippery.
Yes.
It was just so slippery.
Yeah.
Like I said in that video, that with mouse look it would be great, because it was very sensitive and responsive.
Yes.
But when you need to make such small adjustments for the size of the screen and the size of your reticule, because like targeting reticule takes up a reasonable portion of the center of the screen, and there was the reticule, there was the little circle inside, and there was like the dot, the crosshair.
Yeah.
It seemed like I wasn't doing anything unless I had that dot on the enemy ship.
Yes.
And at the distance most of these fights were happening, that dot was the entire ship.
Right, I see. Yeah.
I mean, like, when you need to be that precise, you just can't do it with an analog stick.
That's right. So we just did one round. Well, Tom just did one round. I watched. Strangely, there didn't seem to be a co-op option. It's just strange because I had a discussion with someone earlier this week, and he told me that apparently there was. We took a look on there, and there was no drop-down list. There were just 3 bars. You had single player, online versus, and split screen versus. There was no drop-down list for that to select co-op. Although, I mean, it might be something you can choose once you get into the game in split screen, but it was still confusing to see on the screen before you start. It only said versus. It did not say co-op at all.
I mean, it might have been. We did think that it lets you choose your team naturally,
yes,
and it lets you make that choice individually.
Yes.
So I don't know if the game would have kicked you out.
Yeah.
If we did both choose the same team and say no, you have to do versus.
Yes.
We didn't try that.
Yeah.
But it says versus,
which is very confusing.
It says versus on the
Fighter Squadron.
Yeah.
The screen beforehand.
On the menu. So why would you try?
And also, it's strangely on Walker Assault Skirmish it said only co-op. It didn't say versus, but you could choose versus if you wanted to, because I've done that before.
Oh, we could choose different teams.
Yeah.
I could have been rebels.
Still, it's a bit of a UI.
If I wanted you to disown me.
Yeah. But it's a bit of a confusing choice for the UI there.
It was not well thought through, but really that extends to so many more important parts of that game.
Yes. You also got to try, eventually, you got to find a hero pickup, and you tried Slave 1.
For all of 30 seconds.
All of 30 seconds, yeah.
It had the same problems.
Yeah.
I mean, its weapons packed a bit more of a punch, and it was more durable.
Yes.
Which solved 2 of the problems I had with the TIEs.
Right.
Which are probably problems TIE pilots have in canon, but that doesn't make for a good game.
No, it doesn't. It certainly doesn't, no.
But the main problem is just the targeting feels sticky as all hell.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just, it really doesn't, it's not, with this controller, it's nowhere near precise enough for how accurate you need to be.
Yeah. And you said you thought with a mouse perhaps it might have been a bit better. Yeah.
With mouse look, I think it would have might have been fun. I mean, because so many shooters are just childishly easy with mouse look.
Yes. And you did have some more dynamic play going on there. It wasn't just team deathmatch. There were objectives as well. You actually even had hero AI ships to take down. You were trying to take down. You did take down the Millennium Falcon eventually.
I did, yes.
And there were rebel transports to destroy, Imperial ones to escort, and that was all going on in one match. So that's quite varied. It
was not a badly, on paper. It's not a bad mode.
Yeah, yeah.
The problem is they get the central mechanic of flying the damn ship.
Yes.
So badly wrong.
Yes, yes.
That it's almost unplayable.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how many good ideas are in the rest of it. You're just not having fun doing it.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. Well, I thought that we should just give that a try, just so we can talk about it today, see how it compares to Tom, because Tom's the Starfighter fan here, he's the aficionado here. I'm always more of a ground battles kind of guy. Read into that what you will. So yeah, I just wanted to, for comparison's sake, and yeah, how it will compare to Starfighter mode today. Which I'm sure will be a lot better, because I've obviously played this, you haven't yet.
No.
But no. I think it's very... I was
going to say I haven't played this since the last video, but I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true, no. We played a little bit, actually, but it's been a little while, to be fair.
I mean, this, if you check the dates, this video is coming out a good 2 weeks or so.
Yes.
2 or 3 weeks after the Starfighter mode was added to Battlefront.
Yes.
And I haven't played this game at all since that update.
That's right, yeah. That's right, yeah.
Since the Starfighter mode was added to Battlefront arcade, I should say.
Yes, arcade mode, that's right, yes. Yeah, so we're going to give that a try today, and I think, from my experience, I think you're going to be much more satisfied with this one.
Well, I mean, if you wanted me to enjoy it, you've done a very clever thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it's all gonna...
It's always going to feel better than what you've just done.
It's all going to feel pretty good after what we just had.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, there's a couple of other changes first, before we delve into that I think we should discuss.
Okay.
You just mentioned one of them before we started going on. You see Lando on the screen there.
Yeah.
We've got a new UI screen, new title screen going on.
Interestingly enough, not sure why they've given Lando his least flattering outfit.
Well, that's leading quite nicely into the next discussion. So
I just want to point out that outfit, which everyone should recognise from episode 6, also appears in Solo.
Oh yes, it does.
It.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Yeah,
Beckett wears it on Kessel.
That's right. yeah. So we've got that outfit, and we've also got Les Bouche. Is it Bouche or Bouche?
I always called it Bouche.
I always called it Bouche, yeah.
But that reminds me of the Mighty Bouche, and I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
It's one of those many Star Wars terms.
Yes.
You never hear.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Really. Yeah. We've got those two outfits. So.
Is that it?
Well, no, we've got others. I'm just going to say, we've got these ones because it's actually the first part of the Han Solo season. Celebrate the movie. I mean, it's not really a surprise to anyone, but we've got the Han Solo season for season 2, and that's going to be split into 2 parts. So probably because part 2 is going to release in June, which is obviously long after the movie's been out, and to avoid spoilers and to help with the movie and stuff like that. So part 1 is really more like it's Han Solo, but it's kind of Han Solo's friends, and it's stuff like about Return of the Jedi, like the Jabba's Palace outfits. You can see we've got Lando's was it Skiff Guard outfit, I think.
Yeah.
And we've got the Bouche outfit for Leia.
It's not contemporary. It's not Solo content.
No, it's not really.
It's
no.
Han Solo content, but it's not Solo content.
Yes, yeah. It seems we could take a closer look at it. So I've not unlocked these, but you should still be able to preview them as well. You can see they've actually changed Leia's face as well.
She looks more like Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, she does.
Slightly,
yeah. Yeah, she does.
Still not the best likeness I've ever seen.
Yes, that's right. She also got that new outfit as well, the one that you see in the comics quite often.
Yes.
Can we take a look at that? Let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's a new outfit. Yeah, to please fans of the comics, I think it's not a bad choice, really.
No, it's a good look for her.
Not a bad choice at all.
Very functional outfit.
Yes.
Nice transition between what she wore in Hope and Empire.
So it looks like that's actually the default outfit for her now, which is a better choice because before she had the Hoth outfit, I believe, for every map she was on, which was a little strange.
Yeah. It would have. She would have overheated very quickly, especially on Tatooine.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So we can also see the prices of the outfits as well, because now with them having fixed the loot box progression system, thank God they did that, by the way, we're now getting outfits instead that you can buy either with real money or in-game money. I'd say real money, more like premium currency, really. So, just to give you an idea, like I said, I've not bothered to unlock these because I don't play PvP, really. I don't care about these outfits. I did a little bit of research just to find out how much on average, how many credits you get per round. So I just asked some people on SoloPlayersMatter, and they told me that in the biggest mode, the flagship mode, Galactic Assault, where you naturally would earn the biggest amount of credits, you'd assume, you tend to get 300 to 400 credits a match. Okay. And that's for people who do quite well, because now that they've changed the progression, I think the better you do, the more credits you will earn. Like the higher up the scoreboard you are, the more credits you'll earn.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. So yeah, 300 to 400 a match.
Do you get some credits for just showing up?
I don't.
Or do you have to do do you have to climb a certain level?
I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not really sure.
Because I don't know, that makes being good a prerequisite for getting good.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? It does. I don't know, to be honest. But with those numbers in mind, just take a look at some of the cost of these outfits.
How much does that translate to a day, would you say?
Day? Well, let's say someone just plays in the evening when they get in from work. So maybe like they got to make dinner as well and other things. So maybe they play for like a couple, like 2 hours maybe. I can't imagine they play that much longer than that. I mean, how long does the Galactic Assault match go on for?
Are we talking like 2 or 3 matches? Or maybe 3 or 4?
For 2 hours, I'd say a bit more than that. Let's say a match goes on for what? Because I've not really played it, so I could be totally off with this. But let's say I think the big flagship mode that is separated into 3 phases is going to be at least 15 minutes long, at least, probably longer. But let's just say we'll take it at the lowest amount, 15 minutes long. So at most, if that's true, you get 8 matches in, wouldn't you? Because you get for 2 hours, you get 8 matches in. Yeah. So it's
your math checks out.
Yep. Thankfully, I did some work on that since last stream. Dear. He's not gonna let me forget that, folks. But so that'd be 8 times 300 or 400. 8 3s are 24, or 8 4s.
Hey, you're beyond me now.
Yeah. So that's.
I can just about do.
That's 2,000
times 2 is 8.
Yeah. So that'll be. So that'll be 2,400 credits, wouldn't it? For 2 hours. If that, we don't know if that's correct. If
all our assumptions are accurate.
Yes.
Then yes, that would be about 2,000 credits.
Yes. Yeah, 2,400 credits. So bear in mind, outfits are separated into tiers as well. So you've got rare, epic, and legendary, all ascending.
What does that mean? Anything?
It just means they cost more.
Yes, but once you have the... I mean, I can see that they cost. I can read.
Yeah.
But does that mean anything? They don't have any effect.
So the legendary. That's a good question. So legendary outfits.
Like, what are you getting for your money?
So with rare and epic, I think it's just cosmetics, purely cosmetic. Excuse me.
Okay.
Legendary. So Boosh is the first legendary outfit. That changes her voice to Boosh as well, to the voice that she had when she was
through the vocoder.
Yeah, that's right. So she got new lines, new dialogue, new voiceover.
So it's a more complete change.
It is, yeah. It's not just cosmetic.
Well, it's a type of.
Well, yeah, type of cosmetic. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but yeah, that's the only. As far as I know, epic and rare are entirely just new outfits.
So what makes epic the Endor costume.
Yes, yes.
Worth, what is it, double the price?
Double the price, yes.
What makes it worth that? They just think it's a more desirable.
I think so. And they just wanted to spend. They just wanted to give us a reason to spend more.
I don't understand that. I mean, I'm usually fairly well aware of what fandom's thinking, whether I agree with it or not.
Yes, yes.
I'm not sure that anyone would be prepared to spend double for Leia's poncho look rather than her Hoth look.
Yes, yes.
I mean, let's be fair, these are both the least iconic outfits from the respective films.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true, really. Yeah. It's EA. Gotta make that money somehow.
It's very... I don't follow it. I don't understand it.
No, I don't. Do you think the Boosh? I think the Boosh outfit's all right. I don't know about pricing though. I mean, 80,000 still is a lot. I know that they're trying to tempt people to spend real money. You know, it's a shortcut. I get it, sure, but that's a lot of grinding.
Yes, if you're not willing to spend real money, that's a lot
of grinding
of time.
Yes,
that you have to invest in this game.
Yes, and that bear in mind, as far as I know, credit gains differ depending on the mode you play. So the bigger mode you learn more, the smaller ones you'll learn less, as far as I know.
So basically, the conclusion we came to that if you're playing it for a sensible amount, and you do that daily, you're going to get maybe 2,500 credits a day.
Yeah.
So it would take you a good 20 days, nearly a month.
Yeah.
To get this.
Get this. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Don't check my maths.
No. We've established long running joke. Yes. But yeah, so we got that list of outfits for Leia. Let's check out the other heroes as well.
Who has got a skin pack?
Who's got a skin pack?
So is that the number? No, it can't be.
What do you mean? Where? What are you looking at?
That number in the hexagon.
Oh, okay. I think that's just level. Level.
So wait.
Yes, it must be, because Leia's not got two. She's got one. Yeah, if you want.
I'm just...
Got it. It might be the amount of star cards you've got. I don't know, really, for that character.
I do like their entrances.
Yes, they are cool, aren't they?
Yeah, that face.
It's the eyes. The eyes are they're too big and black and...
The whole face is on a slant. This guy, whoever this guy is, he looks like someone just grabbed his lower face, like from his cheekbones down, and just sort of twisted it slightly off centre.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Whoever this is, he's not based on Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Or
Alden Ehrenreich.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yes, yeah.
He doesn't look human. I mean, you can't go wrong with Palpatine.
You can't, no. He's not meant to look human, but...
Better.
That's better, yeah.
Decent.
That's better than what it was, certainly.
That's not bad, actually.
It's not bad, yeah.
I mean, Mark Hamill is a pretty recognisable guy.
Yes.
It might just be lighting, and the fact that he's lit from below here, but that doesn't look much like Maul to me.
He looks a bit too thin to me.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with those, really.
You're over here, mate. Again, there's something slightly off.
I think the eyes are too big. I think
it's also...
I think everything's too big, actually.
He had more of a jawbone, didn't he?
Yes, I think a bit chubby.
He had a more defined...
Yes, he looks a bit too chubby.
Jawline there.
Yes. No short jokes here.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Really padding our stats.
I know. Well, we might get a third one for Han Solo Season 2, Part 2.
Oh, the Lando version.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, so let's take a look at some of the other skins that we've got. I personally want to start with my favourite. I think everyone's favourite. So this is the one that you start off with for Chewbacca. It's pretty recognisable, you know. It's Chewie. It's classic Chewie with his bandolier, his bowcaster, his satchel, and so on.
Yeah.
Now hold your horses for this one. You might not recognise him. Now that's Chewie. I don't know if you remember, but that's meant to be Chewie. Yeah, they really pushed the boat out on this one. I think you'll find. So that one is 5,000. If you can play
every penny.
Yes, yeah, play spot the difference between the two. You might get your money's worth.
Well, I can see by the title that he's wounded.
Yes. And
I can see by the description that it's supposed to be that scene in episode 7.
Do you think it's meant to be he's wounded or we're wounded after seeing the quality of this skin? Sorry, go on.
Your one makes more sense, I have to say.
Yeah, so this is his episode 7 skin. I guess
episode 7 after getting his arm shot
by Kenji Club. I think it was there.
One of the two.
Yeah,
one of the two stupid name groups.
Yeah. So this is
we couldn't just say Black Sun.
No.
We couldn't just bring
No.
in. We couldn't say Black Sun. We couldn't use a Pike Syndicate.
No.
Couldn't do any of the other 101 criminal organisations that were already established in the Star Wars universe. We had to make up our own stupid sounding ones.
Yes.
Kanji Club is an after school club that tries to teach people Japanese.
Oh, but that's a better backstory, actually.
See, it's funny because kanji can be...
Yeah, I know, Oh dear. But yeah, so that one's priced at 5,000.
What a load of nonsense.
Yeah, I know.
So by our metric, that's a good 2 days grinding.
That is, yeah. 2 days grinding.
And what is actually different about this skin?
I think it's just the bandage.
Where?
Just on his right arm there. Upper humerus, I think it is, yeah. Lower humerus, I should say, really. But, yeah. That's,
Also, is Wookiee Smuggler supposed to be Chewie from earlier in episode 7?
Doesn't really say. Well, it says he's renowned, so I assume it's referring to the past, to the Galactic Civil War, or maybe
and the struggle against the First Order.
Yeah.
Because they could have very easily made this from the original trilogy.
Yes.
Or even from episode 3.
Yeah.
And then they would have had an opportunity to give him a different bowcaster.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so yeah, that's the laziest skin I've seen in almost any game.
Yeah.
Certainly any game that's tried to sell the skin as an added extra.
It's the kind of thing that you would expect as an April Fool's joke from some guy on Reddit pretending to be a leaker.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of thing that we used to kind of point to the developers or the publishers and laugh at them and say, oh, look at this. Imagine if they did this. Imagine if this was a skin.
Or someone who made an indie game who's never put anything out for public consumption before.
Yeah.
And he would do it for about a week until he got mauled in reviews and would take it out and apologise profusely.
Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing was as well, on Twitter, I saw some of the devs were they were denying involvement. Like one of the developers was saying, yeah, that's got nothing to do with me. So,
I can imagine the devs don't really have any control over pricing.
Yeah.
Whoever was asked to design this, though, whatever graphic designer or modeler is responsible for this.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You can do better, guys. You can do so much better. It's an April Fool's joke, I'm sorry. I can't see it as anything else.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Yeah, you're right. So it can only go up. It can only go up from here. That's the spirit, right? So let's take a look. Kylo Ren's got some new ones. Is it one?
Ben Swolo.
Ben Swolo. No, not quite. Maybe eventually. We've got Unmasked. That's an epic skin. Just removing the helmet. I think that's. Oh, it's a slightly different outfit. You can see there's You can see the There's
a skirt.
There's a skirt. Yeah. Okay. So that's a pre-order bonus, right? So you can't get that anymore. That's exclusive. That's I bet you guys are glad you pre-ordered it. There's something to be said, I think, for guys like us, for nerds, because nerds are the kind of guys that focus on details. We do that a lot. We do that throughout our streams. Tom always goes off on about his EU stories, which we all love. I think fascinating. I mean,
you don't edit them out of the video.
Oh, I know I don't, but that's just because they're in the middle of gameplay. No, I'm joking.
From the last one.
I'm joking.
For hours about the Rebels finale.
I know. That's what I was going to say. At the end of our previous stream with the previous set of maps that ended with Bespin, Thomas he started doing it at the end of the Bespin gameplay. He started telling me about how much he hated the finale to Rebels, and after that point.
Put words in my mouth.
He went on for a good 45 minutes straight. Now, on some level, that's very impressive, but for a gameplay stream that only restricts you to an hour's worth of gameplay, I'm just saying there's a reason that the Bespin video was cut off at the beginning. I'm just putting that out there. All right. So yeah, but. So Kylo's got some new skins. We'll see if Tom can waffle on about those for another 3/4 of an hour. No, I love your waffles, really. I love your waffles, really.
It would at least be relevant to what's going on.
It would, no.
I have to say that I did, and I seem to be against the majority, even against the majority of people who like sequel movies. I did like Kylo Ren's character design.
Okay. Yeah.
Not talking about like his personality or anything like that, but just the appearance of him.
Yeah.
Like, obviously a lot of similarities to Darth Vader, but leaner, more fluid.
Yes.
Yeah, the first scene when they're on Jakku.
Yeah.
And there's that the massacre at the village.
Yes.
I was impressed by
He was intimidating. He was intimidating. Yeah.
He was intimidating, and there was enough different from, like, I think the character works, but he made a very good first impression just with the way he looks.
I think so.
He reminds me a lot of how I imagine Darth Revan to be.
Yes, definitely, with the hood and the cloak and the faceplate. Absolutely.
I mean, excluding the crackly lightsaber.
Yes, but then I think that kind of fits his character, really. He's not really a Jedi. He had limited training from Luke, because he was still young when it all went downhill for him.
Yes.
And you can tell from his force powers as well, because he can stop that blaster bolt, but there's not quite the finesse that Vader had with it. Vader would just hold up his glove. With Kylo, you could see the real struggle there. Even though he was doing it, there was a struggle there, and that suited the character. And that was part of his personality as well that came across in the movie.
Kylo has done very impressive things.
Yes.
In both his appearances.
Yes. But he still comes off as kind of a learner. He's not a master. Yeah.
He's got raw power.
Yes.
As Snoke would say.
Yes.
But he has very little training.
Yes.
Like, his lightsaber combat. He's obviously highly skilled with a lightsaber.
Yes.
Because he took out all of Snoke's Praetorians.
Yes.
Alongside Rey.
Yeah.
But if he was a proper Sith apprentice, of the strength of the Skywalker bloodline.
Yeah.
Who'd been properly trained, like Vader had been properly trained.
Right, right.
Vader would have not needed help, and 2, not got in as many close scrapes as Kylo did.
Yes.
Where he had like cuts to his face or blades to his neck.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, before recovering.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he is, even when he's not been shot in the stomach by an enraged Wookiee at the end of Episode 7.
Yeah.
He does not seem to be able to hold his own against Rey.
Yes.
Or if he can just hold his own.
Yes.
And like, force power is always very difficult to quantify, so I'm not necessarily talking about them force pulling on the lightsaber.
Yeah, yeah.
But he should be light years ahead of her in saber technique.
He should, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So you like his default outfit with the mask?
I do.
Yeah, I do. I think it's quite intimidating. It suits its purpose. We've got the unmasked, which is the pre-order bonus. A slightly different outfit, same feel, just no helmet. And then we've got a scarred one, which is the same as the pre-order, no cloak, with a scar on his face.
This is him as he appears battling Luke.
Yeah.
Or,
so, yeah.
Well, is it Luke?
Well, yeah, is it Luke? Yeah, good question. But yeah, so this is the epic one. So no voice change or anything like that. But it's 40,000.
It is a relatively complete skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Though, from the default one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not bad. If I was a Kylo fan, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the pricing on this is sensible in it for any version.
Yes.
For any level of skins, the pricing is off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Massively off.
And what I was going to say actually, before we started talking about about your Rebels rent, there's something to be said for nerds like us who kind of who marvel at all the little details.
Yes.
But you do think sometimes, looking at some of these skins, folks take advantage of that. Like, you look at Chewbacca and you just think, do you really think, despite how nerdy we are, that we can look at it and say, oh my god, look at that little detail there, that's amazing? It's kind of insulting, really.
It is. I mean, having that band as an accessory, if this was like a fully customizable character thing, would be one thing. But having an entire separate skin that, oh god, he's ugly. Having an entirely separate skin that you're supposed to pay full price for is just ridiculous.
It is, yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. So, take a look at Han Solo next, seeing as you you loved him so much in his default outfit. So you're happy to note his face doesn't really change that much either with the skins?
I think it is number of skins.
Do you think so?
Look, it's 3 for Han.
Yeah, but how many? It was said 2 for Leia, and
she's got 3 new ones, doesn't she?
She's got 3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
I think it's
just coincidence.
I don't know what it is, but it's not star cards either, because it must be level. Excuse me. It must be level.
Okay.
That's what I assume.
Anyway,
so
Han.
yeah, Han. Han. Sorry, Han. Yeah, as he says in the movie.
Han.
So we got Smuggler Han. This one you get from completing all challenges in arcade mode.
What is this based on?
This is based on how he appears in the campaign for this game. There's a scene in Maz Kanata's bar. I don't know when exactly it takes place, but this is how he appears there. It's post Return of the Jedi, I believe. It has to be. It has to be.
I can't see Han Solo ever growing a beard.
Nah, I can't really. Hoth Han, 20,000.
He's still ugly.
Yeah. They're trying to give him that kind of
smirk.
Yeah.
They're trying to give him a Han Solo smirk.
Yes. Kind of roguish look, isn't it? Yeah, that's sort of But you're right. It just looks.
The thing is, without using Harrison Ford as an actual face model.
Yes.
I don't think you're going to get it, and you certainly haven't got it here.
No.
That is terrifying.
Yes, it is really.
In its inaccuracy.
Yes. Then we got Endor. Do you remember this from Return of the Jedi? He's got that coat on.
Yeah, I don't remember it being that colour.
No. So that's the epic one. That's 40,000, and then 20,000, and that's the arcade one.
Yeah, none of these Hans look like Han.
Yeah, fair enough.
None of these hands look like Han.
Yes.
Oh, please tell me Emperor Palpatine
I don't think. No, he doesn't.
Oh,
Not yet.
You mean he doesn't get his red coronation robes from episode 3?
Well, not yet. People want it. It'd be fun to see. Would you use that if it was added?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
of
you would.
course I would.
Yeah. No, so melodramatic like Palpatine. I think that's the way you like him.
I want Palpatine as he appears when he's fighting Windu.
Oh, in the Senate?
Pre-wrinkles.
Oh. Pre-wrinkles.
Like actual Darth Sidious rather than Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, that's not bad, yeah. It might happen, you never know. That'll probably be, it might be a legendary.
Somehow I doubt it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Who else have we got? Is there one for Lando? Yes, there is. There's a couple for Lando. So we got is that the Endor one, I think?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a general, yeah, that's it, yeah. Okay. It's a bit dark, you can't really see it then, that light, can you, very well?
Can you turn the light up? I mean...
No, as far as I know you can't, no.
So yeah, you can't see his trousers. You can't see what colour his trousers are, you can't really make out what colour his cape is.
No, I mean, this is the default one, so you don't have to pay for this anyway, but let's see if it affects the others. It does. Granted, these are in the movie, so you would assume they would look the same. So you could just look up.
It's been very similar, to be honest. I mean, there was that same problem with Han Solo.
Yeah.
Especially with the Endor one, you just can't see.
No, and given that you have to spend money on these, potentially real money, you should be able to preview it properly. I mean, come on. That's a bit silly. And then we got his skiff outfit. Sorry, but sorry, it's wanted to.
What did you say?
I just said skiff.
Was that deliberate?
That was deliberate. Yes, I am sorry. We got the skiff outfit from Return of the Jedi, Jabba's palace, and Solo, like you said as well. Again, we can't really make out the colours on it.
No.
I know that people will say, well, you could just look it up in the movie or Wikipedia, but no, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. That you're paying money for this. They shouldn't
know what you're buying.
Absolutely, yeah. You should be able to see that in game. Let's not do a Destiny and make people exit the game to look up information from the game. Especially when he's spending real money.
It's not rocket science, just make the damn changing room lights work.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's not a bad idea for a skin.
No, Lando's got 3 pretty distinct skins there.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Did he have a cape in with that one? Because I feel like he's missing something. Or is it just the staff maybe he's missing?
No, I think he did have some kind of...
Something.
I think he did have some kind of cape.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think he lost it fairly quickly.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Once things went down.
Yes, literally down.
Went south at the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. So not bad outfits for Lando. Not bad animation on his face, so they're not too bad.
No, they capture Billy D. Williams quite well.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to add young skins?
Well,
Solo and Lando particularly.
Because we've got Han Solo Season Part 2 coming up in June.
Yes.
Which will probably have content from the movie.
Yeah.
I would assume so. Possibly that tropical shirt that we saw.
Possibly.
Yes. Yeah.
God knows Lando's got more than enough capes to go around.
The thing is, it depends what they're going to do. Are they going to do the young versions as well? Are they going to just do the clothing of the young version, or are they going to do entirely new face models as well? Because those would be probably legendary outfits. They'd have to have new voices.
Yes.
I
mean, that's what I was thinking.
Yes. Possibly. We'll see. So we've got a couple for Rey as well. We've got Scavenger from Force Awakens. That's the default one.
Yep.
Jedi Training. Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And Acto from Last Jedi as well. Not too bad. Right.
Yeah, not too
Not
disappointed.
too bad. Yeah. Was there any for Finn? No, there's not. There's none for Yoda. There's none for Maul. How many could they have for Maul right now? There's quite a few they could have.
Put his cybernetic legs on.
Yeah. Put his hood up. That's an easy one. Put his hood up from episode 1.
More difference there than with bloody armband.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you could put his hood up. You could put his cybernetic legs on.
If they wanted to really go all out,
new lightsaber.
they could give him his spider legs.
Yeah.
Not that they wouldn't. No. They'll never do. There's too many animations.
They haven't bloody put Grievous in.
Exactly.
I would be furious.
Yes. Yeah. If we got that before Grievous. Yeah.
You know what they could do?
What's that?
Total like new skin, new voices.
Yeah.
Keep the same model. Savage Press colours.
Oh yes. Yeah. And that's interesting because
same model, same abilities, same everything. Savage Press colours.
Yeah. And I think that segues quite nicely to the next discussion because I think is that all of the. I think that's all. Oh no, we got Luke Skywalker as well. Let's do this a minute. He's got Luke. Oh my God. Okay, Luke. Invisible Hoth. And they changed the lightsaber. Okay.
Consistent.
Yeah. Bear in mind, those Hoth outfits are from Battlefront 1, so that probably made it easier for them, I assume. So,
I imagine it did.
Yeah. I think that's all of them, though. I think so. Oh, Iden. Iden's got one with no helmet.
Take your helmet off.
There you go. You got it already. There you go. Why she would want to do that, whatever.
Strong realized that he chose to break from Imperial protocol and engage enemy forces without her helmet, whenever she believed it was to her tactical advantage.
Go on, say it. Go on.
When would it be to your tactical advantage?
Bullshit.
I really pity the guy who had to write that.
Oh.
You can tell he was groping so desperately for something to make that seem sensible.
Bullshit. Oh dear. Scary face? Is it a scary face?
No.
No, not scary face? Okay.
No.
No.
It's a normal human face.
Normal human face, not bad. Okay. Yeah.
Certainly less scary than Han's face.
Oh dear. Oh dear.